They'd stayed telephone close. Well, less so in recent years. After Grandma died, I figured Aunt Brat would visit, maybe even a lot. But then I'd overhear Mom lying to my aunt on the phone. We were fine. Her health was good. It wasn't. "You've got your job and a busy life, Brat," Mom would say. "I'll let you know when things get dicey with this cruddy heart of mine." I'd felt bad for my aunt these past few days. She wasn't as well prepared for this as I was. I had cried, plenty. But if death was a dog of a thing, and my mother had said it would be, Aunt Brat seemed harder bitten. She had lost it more than once, convulsing into tears as we'd cleared out the little house. "I'm sorry," she'd said when she'd broken down in front of me. "I just wish I had known Holly was failing. I wish she'd called. I would have come." Now, she smoothed herself into the driver's seat and pulled the belt across her body. She pressed the key into the ignition and shot me a small smile, one a lot like my mother's, as the car started up. She shook back her gray hair, cut blunt as broom straw to meet her shoulders. "Are you buckled, Lydia?" "Yes," I said. "Perfect," she said. "At least it's not snowing." She checked her mirrors and dialed up some heat. Off we rolled, away from the little house of unnameable color, away from my home for the last 7 years. It'd be put up for sale now. Aunt Brat planned to use the money to pay the last of our Rochester bills. She hoped there'd be a little college nest egg left for me. "Don't worry," Aunt Brat said. She pulled onto the highway. "You're not trapped. I promise I won't talk at you for the whole trip." "And I won't do that to you either," I said. We smiled. "However, it is a long ride. We might want to cover a few things." She looked away from the road for a second to glance at me. "You can ask me anything. Hope you know that." "Thanks," I said. But I couldn't make her the same offer. I hugged the box I was holding on my lap. I probably sighed a little. "Are you sure you want to hold that? There's still plenty of room in the back," Aunt Brat said. "This is fine," I said. I knew it seemed like a weird choice. The box was not heavy, but it was tall enough that it came up to my chest. I glanced over my shoulder toward the back of the car. I knew what was there. 2 suitcases of clothes, neither very big, 1 box of books, and a very cool old wooden art chest with stacking trays inside. I drummed my fingers lightly on the box I held. This one was full of, well, paper stuff. Most important, a thick stack of collages. The goddesses. 2. The Goddess of the Third Heart. Mom and I had made the goddesses over the past several years. They'd started out as black and white photographs in an old folio. Gold letters on the cover read, "Wasserman Studios, Cleveland, Ohio, 1946. How that folio made its way from Cleveland to a flea market in Rochester is anybody's guess. But that's where we'd found it. Leave it to Mom. She'd dug the folio out of a steamer trunk full of paper treasures from the past, as she'd called them. The vendor had dragged a lawn chair over so Mom could sit while she'd leafed through the photographs. And not just because she'd wanted the $12.50 Mom had eventually paid. No. That vendor had not been afraid to notice the person who'd carted her oxygen into the booth. You'd be surprised how often we were ignored, how often people looked away. The Wasserman photos were all of women. There were brides and debutantes, sunbathers and gardeners. Some were head and shoulder portraits. Others showed the women standing full height or reclined on summer lawns. All seemed dull-eyed. "Look at them, Liddy," Mom had said. She'd run her fingers along the edges of the thick, sturdy papers. I'd shrugged. "They're kind of boring," I'd said. "Yes, so posed, so staid and obedient."